they playing tonight?
And then every Sunday they're not in.
You guys are away from your own for a while.
No, one tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah. All right.
Saturday we are in the and Sunday we're in Cali.
Let's
Playing Sunday at 3.
where's Steve? What days are
Well, there's no regular ones. I think they're going to have like 16. Hey, Keith, this Thursday. Good buddy, how are you? said, how do you feel? He goes, I'm so Which is funny. To do that.
You go when it comes. You got 3 of them.
Probably not.
No, I just got 3 lemons. Slap it together.
Who's your player? Not
Number 12. Yes. Well, no, we're not.
You're the friends who
Hopefully we have some fun. Trying to
No, I answered that.
Oh no. Well, also, he's only got.
Jill doesn't have to be all considering she just said this was about 9 hours.
That was a good,
Yeah, it was really good. It was long. I get it.
just nothing to do with
I got it. First time to play baseball. So, I never did.
Here we go, Devils versus Fusion. Second game of the preseason. McDonald takes the draw. Fusion get the puck, just chipping it over to the Devils blue line. Freer backhands it to the far half boards. Chipped up to Smith. Brought in offside. Devils have to clear out. Fusion dump it down the ice, no icing. Freer picks it up in the near corner. Chips it to the far half boards for Parlow. Parlow's got 2 Fusion players on him. Paquette steps in. Lead pass and intercepted by the Fusion. Dumped in off McDonald. Freer picks up a loose puck. Tries to get it to Paquette on the break. Misplayed. Fusion steal that one. Dump in off the ref's skate. McDonald. Parlow who dumps it in the Fusion zone. McDonald in on the forecheck. To the near corner. McDonald with the puck out front. Loose puck. Shot. They'll call that a hand pass for the whistle. Face-off comes just outside the Fusion zone. Owen McDonald takes the draw, kicks it in over the blue line, through traffic to the near corner. McDonald to the far corner. Fusion intercepted. McDonald's there to grab it. Dumps it back in deep. Puck comes to the near half boards. Into the corner, McDonald. He's on it. Flyer gets bumped behind the goal line. McDonald comes out with it. Loose puck. Nobody can get a stick on it. Fusion clear to the blue line. Topner keeps it in. Fusion in the far corner to the half boards. Held there by the Devils. Fusion back in the near side to regroup. To the blue line, just out. Barth clears. Marson Cowling on the forecheck. Smith, Bray, off the skate to the near corner, far corner. Held at the blue line by the Devils. Fusion finally get a piece of it for his own. Near board. Marlborough almost cleared it out. Fusion in offside. Marson Cow off the draw, won by the Fusion. Dumped in, touched by a Devils player to negate the icing. Puck's in the near corner. Bray picks it up down the near wing. Lead pass intended for Smith. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Fusion trying to regroup. Bray steals the loose puck. Brings it in himself. Play down the near wing. The corner. Marlborough at the half boards. Gets a shot go deflected wide. Fusion send the puck behind their net to the near side. Change directions to the other side. Fusion fired down the ice for icing. Donald in for the face-off, deep inside the Fusion zone. Good shot. Bad save by the goaltender. Fusion down the near wing. Through center ice and over the blue line. Paquette intercepts that in the near corner. Under pressure. Fusion stripped it from him. Fusion dumped it in behind the Devils net. Donald. Martin catches an edge and falls over. Paquette back to the far corner for Freer. He shovels it to the half boards. Fusion played in deep. Fired around the near boards. Martin on it. Picks it up. Odd man rush. Martin. Cross. Shot wide of the net by Parlow. Paquette keeps the puck in the zone. Parlow picks it up in the far half boards. Shovels it to the half wing. McDonald comes off. Nifty move. Doesn't get anywhere. Fusion cleared it to the far side. McDonald back on the puck. Centered. It's Freer. He'll dump it into the far near corner for Smith. Smith battling behind the Fusion net. McDonald sets up in front. McDonald gets in the near corner. Barlow back to Paquette at the point. Shot through traffic. Somehow the Fusion goaltender saw that one and keeps it out. McDonald tries to step in front. Back to Paquette at the point. He steps in. Shot. Loose puck. Barlow couldn't get a stick on it. McDonald walks out off the board. Shoots and scores. Devils goal scored by number 21, Owen McDonald. 10:03 to go in the first period.
And then
McDonald, the goal scorer, steps in to take the draw. Wins it forward. Fusion grab a piece of it back in their own zone, off the boards. Hits a glove, and that'll get the whistle. We'll bring the face off deep in the Fusion zone. McDonald in for the draw. Flyer gets it to the point. McEwen dumps it in around the boards. That'll find the side of the net. Fusions try to send it back out. McEwen behind. Donald gets a piece of it. Backhand out front, gets it in a stick and clears outside. Fusion cleared at center. McEwen picks up, regroups back in his own zone, off the far boards to the blue line. Backhand pass to Flyer coming down the middle. Flyer through traffic, couldn't get the shot off. Catches an edge. Fusion to the blue line and out. Toffner behind the net to McEwen. Tries to send it back. Flyer through the middle. Back in over the blue line. Cross ice. Couldn't get the shot off. Fusion back to the blue line and out. Just chipped back in the zone. Smith pressuring. Fusion send it off the boards. Icing waved off. Devils get there first. To the blue line. Marcinkow, cross ice intended for Smith. Keeps it onside. Smith tries to hit Marcinkow. Nice played. Devils back on their own end. Deep. Off near boards. Bray. Cal chips it into the corner. Back in. Far side up. Marcinkow on the blue line shot. Bad save. Goaltender didn't know where it is. Marcinkow with the rebound off the side of the net. Centering pass. Right. Shot. Bad save. Rebound comes to the near boards. Paquette is backing up. Fusion lifted into the near corner. Paquette's there. He'll send it to Bray. Off the boards, a little bit too much. Fusion all over it. Centering pass. Intercepted. Cross. Smith off of Martin all the way down into the Fusion zone. Martin battles, gets the puck to the near corner. Freer steps in. Fusion at the far half towards Parlow and McDonald. McDonald in the far corner. Just missed it. Tried to hit Smith. Behind the net. Freer. Took a hand. Set off the near boards. In the zone. He'll peel off for a change. Martin in on the forecheck. Arlo in the far corner. And both teams happy to hold that for the whistle. 6:47 to go in the first period. McDonald in for the draw. He wins it. Shot through the blue paint. Topner off the near boards. Fusion in deep in the Devils zone. McEwen slows that down. Puck's behind the goal. Fusion all over it. They'll pin it against the boards. McEwen chips it to the far corner. Douglas under pressure, gets it to the blue line, kept in by the Fusion. Misplay. Douglas pressuring his man out. Puck comes back in deep in the Devils zone. After Douglas tried to clear it out. Again, shot through traffic, doesn't make it. Fusion shot, Milks with the save. Douglas picks up the loose puck. Hits it McDonald at center ice. He'll take it down the far wing into the Fusion zone. Steers it towards the net. Bumps his man out front. Fusion off the boards. Topner has it. Popped over his stick. Rolls down into the Devil zone. McEwen back to pick it up. McEwen hits the brakes behind his net. Sends it across. Intercepted by the Fusion. Centering pass. Doesn't get all of it. Topner had his man tied up. Puck in the near corner. Topner behind the net to the far side. Smith chips in. McEwen. Smith off the boards. Backhand. Up to Gray. In over the blue line. Marcinkow with the shot. Hits a Fusion player in front. Fusion will carry that out. Back in the Devil zone. Along the far boards. Topner keeps his man out. Errant pass. Gray gets it back in the Fusion zone. Fusion centering. Cross ice to the near wing. Marlborough picks it up behind the net. Back to Marlborough in the near corner. Marlborough stretch pass. McDonald got a piece of it. Picks up the loose puck. In over the blue line. Shot. Off the goaltender's shoulder and over the glass. Braden McDonald in for the draw. Wins it clean to the blue line. Just kept in there by Hindemith. Shot hits a stick up into the mesh. Teams reset. Try that one again. McDonald off the draw. In some skates. McDonald comes up with it. Tries to bring it out front. Just too close. Fusion back into the blue line. Marlborough keeps it in. Tripped up, no call. Puck comes out to center ice. McDonald. Cross to Hindemith. bringing it in over the center ice, lifts it into the Fusion zone. McDonald gets it to the near corner. Scrum. Puck goes down to the far corner, near corner rather. Off the boards, Fusion pick it up. Backhand to center ice. Marlborough chasing it down in his own zone. Fusion are changing. Marlborough tries to stretch pass, intercepted by the Fusion. Drop. McDonald with a good stick check. Gets the puck back in the Fusion zone. Lost it there. Owen McDonald. It's a shot just wide of the net. Paquette gets the puck in neutral light. Backhands it into the zone. Devils clear. Fusion to center. His feet finally get the zone. Loose puck lifted, held in by the Fusion. Paquette and McDonald battling behind the Devils' goal. Freer steps in. Loose puck shot from a steep angle. Milks makes the save. McDonald picks up the loose puck and skates it out of the zone. McDonald into the blue line. Flyers trailing. McDonald through the blue paint, shot with a backhand, doesn't get all of it. Goaltender makes a save, rebound comes to the far boards. Here to the blue line, Paquette dumps it back in behind the Fusion net. Now rolls in the near corner. Fusion to the half boards. Bit of delay, cross ice, through center. In traffic, Paquette intercepts that dump in, keeps it out of the zone. Sends it back into Fusion territory. Flyer almost got a piece of that one and away with it. In deep. Flyer gets bumped, still has the puck in the far corner. Far shot. Hits a body, loose puck in front. Fusion end up clearing that one out of the way. Through center. Back in the Devils territory. Through traffic, loose puck, shot, bad save by Milks, rebound to the near corner. Centering pass intended for Bray, picked off by the Fusion. Comes in, turns, fires that down the ice for icing. Just over a minute and a half to go in the first period. Marcinkow takes the face off. In the zone. Fusion with the shot. Wheat didn't get all of it. Milks makes the save off his pad. The bar at the center ice. Joey Bray. Bray in over the blue line. Behind the net. Takes it to the far corner. Drops it there for Marcinkow. Couldn't get the shot off. Loose puck. Sitting there. Fusion collect it. And they'll pass it up through center. Too much. That'll be icing. Marcinkow backing for the draw. And draw. Devil Fusion cleared to the blue line. McEwen keeps it in, lets the shot go just wide. Topman to the far corner, backs to Topman. Half-boards. He centers it. Bray with the shot, or Marcinkow with the shot, just missed wide. Fusion cleared to center ice. McEwen dumps it back in. Bray. Battling to the half-boards. Fusion up to center ice. Topper got jumped. Fusion were changing. I think they're just going to call it offside. Donald in for the draw. He wins it clean. Marlborough in over the blue line. Lets the shot go through traffic. Just missed wide. Devils doing a good job pressuring Fusion in this one. Off the boards. Kept in. Shot steered wide to the near boards. Marlborough holds his zone, gets to the near corner, fired around to the far side. McDonald at the half boards. Barlow cross-checks his man from behind. He's going to the box at the end of the first. Devils penalty, number 23, Tyus Parlow, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Donald steps in to take the draw to start the second period. Devils are down a man. Donald wins the draw. Flyer turns, dumps that into the Fusion zone. Flyer pressuring from mid-ice. Cleared to Hindemith. Heel turn, dump that puck back in the zone. Flyer, patient. Giving them room. Fusion, cleared to the blue line. McDonald strips it. Just lost it. Flyer, backhands. Fired down the ice by the Devils defense. Fusion to the near wing to center ice off a Hindemith skate. He'll chase it down into his own zone. Hits the brakes in the near corner. Backhands that through center past the Fusion defender. McDonald in deep. McDonald just lost it off the backside of the net. Fusion backhand that out of their zone. Through center and back into the Devils territory. Centering pass past everybody. McDonald picks it up. Pitch Flyer out of the blue line and over the Fusion zone. He'll slow it down. Pass back to Paquette. Paquette turns, fires it in off the glass behind the Fusion net. 35 seconds to go on the penalty. Fusion pass cross ice to the near wing. Over the blue line. Paquette happily just backhands it out of the zone. Fusion to the far boards. Lifted in. Paquette behind his net, picks it up. Takes it to the far corner. He'll turn, dump it to center ice. Mark is there. Douglas gets center ice shot off the goaltender's chest into the near corner. Fusion regrouping up to the far blue line, back to 5-on-5 hockey. Parlow out of the penalty box runs into them. Carson Cal steps in to take the draw. He wins it forward. Fusion pick it up at center ice and lift it into the zone. To the near corner. Kewen to the far half boards. Fusion dump it back in. Takes a funny hop. Back outside. Another funny hop off. Wilkes plays that behind his net. Off the skate. Second effort. Just passed, and that'll go for icing. It's just out of the reach of Smith. McDonald steps in to take the draw. He wins it clean. Turn, fired around the near boards to the blue line, kept in by the Fusion. Nope, that did come out. Second effort lifts it in. McDonald down the near wing. In over the blue line. McDonald across for Parlow. He scores! Devils goal scored by number 23, as Parlow. 12:09 to go in the second period. McDonald wins, take the draw for that goal. Scrum draw, squeaks out. Clear to the blue line out. Fusion down the far wing, in over the blue line, just onside. Marlborough steers his man to the far corner, picks up the puck, skates to the half boards. Passed up through everybody, goaltender out to play it. McDonald keeps that one in off his skate blade, throws it out front. Devils couldn't connect. A little miscommunication. Fusion. Stretch. McDonald intercepts that one, gets the puck to the near corner. Tried to hit the brakes, just lost it. Fusion come up with it. Back to the point. Shot through traffic. Milks with the pad save to the far corner. Lifted up through center. Martin kicks it to his stick. Bray. Centering pass. Just out of the reach of McDonald. Couldn't get enough on the backhand. McDonald comes out front. Barth steps in to keep the play alive. McDonald bumps his man at the half boards. Paquette back, hold up the blue line. And they'll hold that there for the whistle. Face off to the left of the Fusion goaltender. McDonald steps in to take it. McDonald wins it forward to the near corner. Centered. Barth with the shot through traffic. Doesn't make it to the net. Fusion cleared to the far boards. To the blue line. Kept in. Paquette. Hey, centered. McDonald couldn't get a piece of it. Held there. And that'll get the whistle. Scout steps in to take the draw. Won by the Fusion to the near corner. They'll shovel it to the far side. Bray. Paquette at the point. Shot on target. Pad save by the goaltender. Freer to Smith. Back to Freer at the half boards. Smith dumps it into the near corner. Fusion tried to clear it out. Freer's there. Marshall behind the net. Bumps his man. Takes the puck out front. Marlborough. It's a brace, sorry, and goaltender holds that for the whistle. McDonald in for the draw. From draw. Fusion pick it up, skate past the defense down the far wing. Through traffic, shot. Over the pad and in the net. Fusion goal, 9:43 to go in the second period. McDonald steps in, takes the draw. And traffic Fusion shovel it towards the Devils blue line. McDonald comes up with it, brings it back into the Fusion zone through traffic, steers it towards the net, picks it up himself. Throws it out front, rolls all the way back to the blue line, just kept in by the Devils. McDonald in traffic. Kopner, shot deflected wide. McDonald in the far corner, throws it out front, loose puck. Carlo couldn't get a stick on it, he was falling. Fusion cleared out to the far corner. Let's throw that up the middle. Kopner back to collect it, steers it to the outside. Fusion. Kopner gets it to the blue line and out. Fusion steal that puck, bring it back in the zone. Up for a lead pass for Carlo, bounces to him finally. He gets pinned, and Fusion are going to the penalty box for that. The Devils on their first power play of the game. Arth steps in to take the draw. Ewan's a clean. Douglas throws it towards the net. Doesn't make it. Fusion cleared down the ice. Paquette picks it up in the near corner, takes it behind his net, hits the brakes, comes up the same wing. Stretch pass to Douglas on the far side. Douglas brings it in over the blue line. Drop pass from Marlborough. Marlborough behind the net to the near corner. To Schleier at the half boards. Schleier back in deep. To the opposite corner. He'll leave it there for Douglas. Fusion steal it, hops over Paquette's stick. Paquette picks it up his own blue line, steers it to the near boards. Paquette through traffic, gains the zone. Down the near wing. Behind, off the side of the net. Paquette still has it. Finally stripped. Fusion tried to clear it. Douglas said no, thank you. Douglas behind the net. Left far corner. Paquette at the point. Back to Schleier. Schleier drawing the crowd. Gets it behind the Fusion net. Douglas gets hammered. Rebound to the point. Shot by Paquette into the glove. .40 seconds to go in the Fusion penalty. And both teams will change goalies. Ellsworth steps in between the pipes for the Devils. Intimate, in deep, behind the net, hits the brakes. Tries to throw it out front, comes right back to him. Intimate in the near corner. He gets bumped. Bumped again. Carlo behind, shovels it back to the near half boards. McDonald at the point. Tries to walk off the boards, puck's still there. And McDonald is going to the box for slashing. Sure about that one, but 4-on-4 for 15 seconds. 6:52 to go in the second period. Devils win it. Arlo down the near wing. Through traffic, shot. Doesn't get through. Arlo in the near corner. Loose puck. Devils collect it. He gets bumped. Fusion to the near half board. Parlow gets a piece of it and shoves it in. Smith chasing behind the net. Holds it there. Second effort by the Fusion. Cleared to the near corner. Through traffic. On target, so no icing. Devils are now killing the penalty for a minute 10. Arlo airmails that down to the Fusion near corner. Martin pressing, gets a good stick on it, keeps it in the zone. Martin at the half boards. Still has it. Martin couldn't quite drag it along with them to the blue line. Intimate keeps it in good. Fusion regrouping. They'll skate it up to their blue line before bringing it out. Down the near wing. Shot from the far side of center. Doesn't get an icing. Cleared to center ice by the Devils. Donald almost intercepted that one. Fusion, chip it in. Inman behind his net, gets it to the near corner. Fusion, regroup. Walked out front, shot off a stick and into the mesh. Donald steps in to take the draw. One by the Fusion. Played back to the point. Shot. 12 down by Ellsworth. The team's reset. Donald off the draw. Fusion get a piece of it. Chip it around to the near corner. Played back behind the net. Rotates an edge. Devils penalty's over. Fusion back to the point. They'll send it in deep behind the Devils net. And just cycling the puck deep in the Devils end. McDonald pressuring. Puck comes to the point. Weak shot, tipped wide. Opner on his man in the corner. Devils pressure to the blue line. Fusion keeps it in. Fusion pressuring hard. Schleier, Topner. He'll send it out the far corner to McDonald. Back to McEwen. He turns, fires to the blue line. Held there by Fusion. Shot off to the stick of Ellsworth. Comes to the near corner. Finally, the Devils get a piece of daylight. McDonald through center ice. Shot. Doesn't get all of it, missed wide of the net. Rebound comes to the near corner. Schleier through traffic, hits McDonald. Shot deflected wide to the near side. McDonald again, bouncing puck. Fusion goaltender jumps on that one for the whistle. Arsenal steps in to take the draw. He wins it cleanly. Pass cross. Paquette just offside, dumps it into the zone. Devils need to clear. Fusion to the near corner, far corner. Passed out through center ice. Paquette gets it back to the red line. Fusion in offside. Arsenal steps in to take the draw. From draw, Fusion pick it up. Played back to their blue line. Pass across to the opposite wing. Almost intercepted by Marcinkow. Backhand to Bray. Shot on target. Pad save by the Fusion goaltender. They'll clear it up through center. Lifted into the Devils zone. Cleared to Paquette. High off the glass to the far corner. Freer picks it up again, sends it off the backboards to Paquette. To the near wing. Puck along the near boards. Smith in over the blue line. Cross ice, shot. Gray, top corner. Devils goal scored by number 22, Cooper Bray. 2:31 to go in the second period. Marson Cal back in for the drop. He kicks it forward. Fusion get a piece of it. Freer steps up, dumps it into the zone to the far corner. That puck will roll all the way down to the near side. Smith intercepts it off the boards, throws it out front. Nobody's home. Marson Cal at the blue line. Does a good job keeping it in. Gets it to Smith. To Bray. Bray with another shot from a steep angle. Hits the pad. Point. Freer dumps it back in. Loose puck out front. Bray. Back to Freer. Back into Bray at the half boards. Freer steps up. Gets a piece of it. Pass it just behind Marson Cal. Couldn't keep it in. Paquette. Back in the zone. Marson Cal backs him up at the blue line. Fusion with a good stick. Clears it out. Freer. To Paquette. Paquette. All kinds of pressure, just turns and fires it into the far corner. Fusion played around to the near wing. Martin keeps it in. The half boards. McDonald steps up. Comes off with it. McDonald behind, throws it out front. Shot on target. Goaltender somehow got a piece of it to keep it out of the net. At 1:13 to go in the second period. McDonald in for the draw. Loose puck grabbed by the Fusion. They'll take it out the far wing. Get center ice and lift it into the Devils zone. Marlborough on his man. Pins him in the far corner. Loose puck. Picked up by McDonald. He'll take it down the near side. McDonald through center ice. Pass across to Parlow. Parlow drop pass. Doesn't get all of it. Intercepted by Fusion. Back to Martin at the blue line. He'll bring it right back in the zone. Fancy moves. McDonald's loose puck. McDonald tries to kick it to his backhand. Doesn't get it. Fusion bringing it out of their zone through center ice. And elected backhanded into the zone. Marlborough tried to get it behind the net. Doesn't quite get all of it. Devils lift it. Parlow not quite enough to beat the icing. Schleier steps in to take the draw. He wins it to the far corner. Devils turn fire hard around the boards to the blue line, kept in by Fusion. Bouncing puck gloved down by the Devils. Cleared to the blue line, shot from a steep angle. And McEwen got a piece of that to steer it wide. Comes to the far blue line, shot. Gloved by Ellsworth. He'll hold that for the whistle. That'll do it for the second period.
like, I've got to.
Here we go to start the third period. Devils hanging on to a 2-goal lead. Donald takes the draw, wins it forward, collects the puck at center ice. Donald down the near wing, around the defense, in deep to the near corner. Fusion played it hard off the backboards around to the far side. Paquette pinching, keeps it in deep. Fresh ice is a little bit slower. Fusion to the near corner, to the half boards. Stripped there. Martin walks into the slot off the forearm of the goaltender, just over the net. Back to Paquette at the point. He'll lift it off the boards for Carlo. Carlo centering attempt. Comes back to him. Carlo pinched in the corner. McDonald steps in, takes it, gets a shot off. Martin with a shot, picks up his own rebound, gloves it down. And McDonald shot on target, out there by the goaltender. Clear to the far blue line now. Paquette regroups at center ice. Through traffic. McDonald backs him up and gets the puck at his own blue line. McDonald, under pressure, brings it in to the near side. Bit of a hook. McDonald to Topner at the blue line. Topner couldn't get a shot off. Fusion stripped it, and McEwen picks it up back in his own zone. McEwen throws it to the blue line. Fusion keep it in to the near corner, back to Topner. He'll shovel that to the far corner. Fusion turn, backhand it, in deep. Picked up by McDonald. He'll try to clear the zone off the Fusion stick. Gets to center ice. Topner at his own blue line, does a good job keeping it out. Fusion have to hold up, but it'll be offside. McDonald picks up the puck and clears the zone. Catches a bit of an elbow at the blue line. Battle at the Devils' blue line, gets a whistle. Puck was frozen. McDonald steps in. One forward by the Fusion. Marble picks it up. Sends it across for Hindeman over the blue line. Shot, he scores from the point. Devils goal scored by number 17, William Hindeman. 12:52 to go in the third period. Donald in for the draw, quick one. Confusion at center ice. Fusion finally get the puck at their own blue line, try to clear it down. Douglas shovels his men and the puck back into the zone. Fusion do get a piece of it and clear it out. Marlboro. Back to Marlboro at the near boards. Look at center ice and bring it into the zone. Lifted it behind the goal line of the Fusion. Douglas on his man. He gets hauled down. Loose puck in front. Jam play by Douglas. The goaltender holds it out. Marcinkow steps in to take the draw. Marcinkow wins it a little too clean. That puck will roll to center ice. Paquette picks it up, brings it back in the zone, off the boards to the far corner. Fusion, backhand up behind the net. Fusion out the far side, past everybody. That'll go for icing. Marcinkow back in for the draw. He wins it clean to Freer. Freer off the boards and behind the net for Bray. Bray changing directions. Gets to Smith in the near corner. Smith throws it on net. Fusion get a piece of it and clear it out from behind. Pinching at the half boards. Shovels it to the corner. There's their centering pass. Intercepted by the Fusion. Fusion down the near wing. Back in the Devils' territory to the near corner. Paquette off the backboards to the far. Smith up to Marcinkow and over the blue line. He'll step around his man out front. Loose puck. Somehow that puck doesn't go in. Just couldn't get any height off of it. McDonald in for the draw. Loose puck picked up by the Fusion. Barlow ties up his man, gets the puck on net, followed by the goaltender for the whistle. McDonald back in for the draw. Moves it forward. Smith with the backhand. Well, that's Barlow with the backhand off the pads. Fusion cleared to center ice. McDonald. Devils happy to dump it in the zone. Martin on his man gets the puck to the far half boards. McDonald. Martin couldn't hold on to it. Fusion come up with it through center, back in the Devils' territory. Shot goes wide of the net. Topner behind the net to pick it up. Sends it out the far half boards to Martin. In offside, he's got a clear. Fusion back to center ice. Back in the Devils' zone. Marlboro picks it up, brings it down the far wing, gets center ice, and dumps it in the zone. Martin and McDonald pressuring. McDonald to Martin. Martin with a backhand shoveled wide of the net. McDonald in deep. Fusion strip it to the far corner, pass to the half boards. No skated out of the zone. Fusion through center, lifted into the Devils' end. To the near corner. Marlboro bumping his man, keeps the puck in the corner. Fusion get a piece of it and send it out the far side. Shoveled up to the blue line, kept in. And I think McDonald's going to the box for that one. Touched by Martin to get the whistle. Devils penalty, Owen McDonald. 2 minutes for interference. Devils get the draw. Paquette around the near boards to Douglas. Douglas gets some space and shoves it down the ice. Fusion regrouping deep in their zone. Barth pressuring from a distance. Fusion up the far wing, in over the blue line. Douglas does a good job keeping that puck out. Clears it to center ice. Back to Paquette. He'll turn and fire it down the ice. By Barth. Keeps the puck in deep. Picks it up at center ice. Back in the offensive zone. Barth in a shorthanded rush. Happy to skate it behind the net to kill some time. 1 minute to go in the Devils penalty. Fusion down the near wing. Dumps it in. McEwen gets a piece of it. Turns, fires it to center ice. Fusion. Stretch pass across ice. Douglas almost picked it up. Paquette. Slowing it, pinning up against the boards. Fusion tripped over themselves. Douglas steps in. There's a Fusion to the half boards. Lifted high. To the near blue line, but not out. Shot. Held there by Ellsworth for the whistle. .7:51 to go in the third period. Cowan on the draw. He wins it to the near corner. Turns, fired it down the ice. Marcinkow chasing keeps his man in deep. Gets the puck to the far corner before he peels back. Flyer read that one from a mile away. Kicks it to the near boards. And shovels it in deep behind the net. Flyer still with the puck to the near corner. Turning. 3 seconds left in the Devils penalty. Loose puck. Fusion clear it out. Danger, and then bring it up the near wing. To center. Backhanded into the zone. Topner picks it up. Holds it there behind the net. Loose puck. Picked up by Freer. Turn, fired. Just out of the reach, and now we go for icing. Seven minutes to go in the third period. Marcinkow steps in to take the draw. He wins it cleanly. Marlborough off the glass to the blue line, not out. Jump in, intercepted by Bray. And Fusion turn and fire it back in. Marlborough across. Stretch pass intended for Bray, out of his reach, and that'll roll for icing. Intimate, just a little too much on that one. Marcinkow back in for the draw. Fusion win it, shot, steered wide by Ellsworth. Rebound to the near corner, thrown out front to the blue line. Misplayed. Smith picks it up, brings it in over the blue line. Takes it wide under pressure. Drop pass to Hindeman with the shot. Pad saved by Fusion goaltender. Smith pressuring. Gets it to the half boards. Bray keeps it in the blue line. Turns, fires on target. Pad saved in the near corner. Hindeman. At his own blue line, picks it up. Turns, fires it behind his net to the near boards. Loose puck picked up by the Fusion. Shot from out front, deflected wide. McDonald tried to get it to Carlo under pressure. Carlo drags it up the near far boards. Out over the blue line. Stretch pass from Martin, just out of his reach. Fusion send it back behind the net for McDonald. Out front, Marlborough with a shot on target. Loose puck. Steered wide by the Fusion. Carlo backhands that over the net to the far side. Fusion pick it up. They'll skate it out of their zone. 2-on-1, odd man rush. Fusion airmailed it to the near corner out of the reach. Dang, Parlo caught an edge and was down on his belly. Steered Parlo at the half boards. He'll clear it out of the blue line. Back in Fusion territory. Doesn't get the pass across. Too much pressure. Fusion. Bring it up the near side. Through center. Way offside. They have to regroup. McDonald strips it into the zone. Bit of a slash. Loose puck. Bad save. And the net's off to get the whistle. McDonald in for the draw. Fusion win it. McDonald gets a piece of it to the far corner. McDonald throws it out front, just out of the reach of Slyer. Fusion clear that to center ice. Parlo, Paquette, picks it up. Sends it back to Ewan. Up to Paquette at the blue line. He's in the zone. Takes it across to the far corner. Backhand off the pad. And the whistle, the net's off. .4:14 to go in the third period. McDonald in for the draw. Evans with the far corner. Fusion get it first and turn fire around the near boards. Ewan at the blue line holds it in. Flyer. Fusion second effort. Sends it down the ice. Paquette picks it up. There's a tripping penalty by the Devils. Devils penalty number 21. Noah McDonald, 2 minutes for tripping. Marcinkow steps in for the draw. He wins it clean. Freer turns and fires it down the ice. Marcinkow pressuring. Freer jumping on it. Fusion might have been offside there, but they got away with it. Marcinkow gets a piece, turns and fires it down the ice. Fusion regrouping. Passed up to their blue line. Freer intercepts that one and happily dumps it in the zone. Marcinkow in there first. Fusion goaltender played it on the far board. To the Devils' blue line. Topner ties up his man, loose puck. Freer jumps on it, clears that through center, back in the the Fusion zone. Fusion changing. Steps pass. Topner intercepts that. Backhands down the far boards. Back in deep. 1 minute to go in the Devils penalty. Fusion cleared out of the zone. Freer at the blue line shovels it in to the half boards. He gets pinned. Puck comes out to center ice. Smith cross ice for Slyer. He's offside. Freer couldn't clear the zone. Slyer clears. Smith goes in on the attack. Puck's cleared through center for Slyer. He hits the brakes off the boards to the blue line and out. Smith, over the blue line, one-on-one. He gets jumped, but he gets the shot off. Fusion are in the box. 2 minutes for roughing. That would put us at 4-on-4 for 27 seconds. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. McDonald in for the draw. He wins it. Barlow with a quick shot, doesn't get all of it, intercepted by the Fusion. Pass it up through center ice. Hindeman on the near boards. Gets that to Barlow down the near wing, in over the blue line. Barlow hits the brakes, drops it for Hindeman. Hindeman with a shot, deflected off the Fusion player. Marlborough with the rebound, and he buries it. Oh, he didn't. They saved it. Good save. I thought he had that. Donald off the draw. Fusion win it. Played it to the near board. Fusion chipped it through center ice into the Devils zone. Martin back to collect it. 5-on-4. Martin with speed through center ice back into the Fusion zone. Before he runs out of room. Martin to McDonald. Under pressure, and that's bumped. They're just going to let him put it back on. Hindeman across the blue line, shot off the side of the post by Martin. Martin plays it to the half boards. Fusion happy just turn and dump it down the ice. McDonald collects it back in his own zone. Kicks down the far wing, past the two Fusion players through center. In on his own, shot wide of the net. That puck will roll all the way back into the neutral ice. 1 minute to go in the third period. Martin gains the zone to the near corner, drops it for Hindeman. Steep angle, couldn't get the shot off. Second effort off the side of the post. Fusion clear the puck to center ice. McDonald intercepts it. Lifts it up to center. Hindeman to McDonald. In deep. McDonald walks out. Backhands. Doesn't get it. Couldn't connect with that backhand. He had the net wide open. Second effort shot on target. Fusion goaltender makes another good save. Five seconds to go in the third. Marzical takes the draw, ties up his man, gets the puck to Douglas, he backhands it out the middle. Flyer with the shot, deflected to the far corner. Marzical bumps his man. Flyer. Marzical gets dumped. Flyer in behind. Paquette with the shot through traffic. That'll do it for the game. Final score, Devils 5.